Oh hey, glad to see you here. I was just enjoying the creek here by my camp spot. So welcome to another video. Thank you guys for joining. And oh my gosh, it just feels so good to be fully moved in and full-time on the road in the Bison Overland camper. I know I've said it the last few videos and it's been a big deal to me, but it's a big deal. And in this video, I'm gonna cook something in my camper for the first time. We've been cooking on the drop-down table the last week or so. I also want to show you how I built my micro kitchen using 80/20 aluminum extrusion, and it really came together so much better than I could have imagined, honestly. I'm stoked with it. Alright, so first of all, I love my canvas. I've got the nets up right now, and I can see the river right here as I cook, and it's so awesome. And I can even rip this down and have full access to the outside if I wanted to. But yeah, I might actually even cook like whatever, cook like this. But yeah, I love that Velcro. And then you guys, this kitchen, really love. So let's start from left to right. So we got the aluminum sink, pretty standard faucet, swings in and out of the way, swings all over. And then this is actually a soap dispenser with Dr. Bronner's. So we've got, some soap down there. Faucet works great though. Let me show you, cause I don't like wasting water. We'll fill up some water here that we're gonna drink. And I'll show you how this works. But yeah, this is the water pump on the Red Arc. So we turn the water pump on and off there. Can also do it from the app on our phone, but usually that's a little more convenient. So there you go, get that in position and then let her rip. And yeah, this thing pumps out a good amount of water, you guys. Again, this is using the rinse off pump. So this Nalgene was empty. Check this out. It's using the rinse off pump. Look how quick that is. Boom. Full Nalgene. Like, this is way faster than my SureFlow. It's literally the perfect fit. And what we're doing here, the reason why this had to be so tight is, let me show you this, shove this stuff away, is because of the bed flip. So this piece of wood comes down off the wall and flips to make my bed, and look at that clearance, you guys. So it's got to flip past the kitchen. So that's why I want to make the kitchen small. We've got a Step 22 Stingray Mini down below with our pan in there, and then we've got the Gas One mini stove up here. This thing is way cool. I've got it drilled in there, and then ran to propane. But this bowl shape here is just really sick. All right, we're cooking a real meal in the kitchen now. Some bacon. Oh yeah. And we're doing, of course, breakfast burritos. We're gonna put potato salad in them and cheese and some eggs. What do you think about that, Coates? What do you think about that? So yeah, I'm cooking over here, and got some nice view. Maybe I'll put some tunes on the speaker here. Plenty of standing room. I can sit down over here if I need. Got pillows, some kind of cush. I can lie down with Coates. Hey, Coates. In between cooking bacons. Bring her some bacon. I got grease all over my phone. Anyways, back to cooking. I want to focus. What a great view cooking bacon. I got the view out the door. I got the view here of the creek. That is just unreal, man. That's so awesome. And then yeah, right now I've got my two pads over here that I put on the table. And we've got that pad just Velcro chilling up there. That pad goes on this flip to make into the bed. So right now we have everything inside the camper, that we make with the bed. And it was kind of tricky figuring out exactly how to get it to work that way. And I think we might end up, you know, even improving on this setup, hopefully. But yeah, this is what we're doing right now, and I'm digging it. I mean, I got tons of floor space here, you guys. Like, big area to cook, probably bigger area to cook than the Dodge Mahal. This is a lot more minimal and simplistic kitchen. In the Dodge Mahal, I had a 17-inch skillet, which was pretty neat to cook with a skillet. I definitely like that, but one burner, one pan, a sink, everything right here, a lot more simple. And yeah, I mean, I'm digging this so far. Ooh, yeah. So good. A lot of people are worried about cooking bacon inside because of grease and stuff. Whatever, man. Wipe it down a little afterwards. It's no big deal. Bacon's so good, it's worth it. And I love cooking inside too. No bugs, no wind, no sun. Some Lowry, some garlic salt, some pepper, all in there. And we're gonna make some eggs in there. This bacon is just that crispy. Well, it tastes really good, but of course I messed up my roll. And there it is, all cleaned up. So building this was really fun. I ran into a lot of challenges, so I want to share that with you. So let's check out the build process. And boom, this is a awesome piece of aluminum that just fit absolutely perfect in there. And it's got these little 1-inch slips bent up, so we bolted it underneath there to the track. I'll link these below. These are actually awesome. I'm going to be using these as drawers below too. Oh wow, it's a little rough. Ooh, it's hot. Got my drawer done. Having to cut this backside out was a big pain. I ended up getting it clean though and getting that right there, and I just realized that it just clears the hinge mount that I just drilled that hole. Exciting stuff. Well, that's fun. Can't get to these bolts without taking these hinges off. I mounted these hinges already. This is taking so long because of silly stuff like this. Oh, I gotta take the hinges off to bolt them on. And I'm literally about to bolt in this first drawer. So it's all kind of adjustable a little bit. Okay. All right, I got it in, and the way that I designed it, like right here, it's adjustable, which is kind of neat. So I can really dial in that spacing about right there. And then, there it is. It is a soft close, but you kind of have to push it because it's super light. So we cut a cardboard template for right here and use this to create that, which is a piece of 1/4-inch birch epoxied with the red arc screen mounted to it. Still got the sticky on there, and I got to put the faceplate in front, clean it up a bit, and I got to cut these bolts in the back. I managed to have the perfect bolts, and then we cut for the port. So we'll cut these bolts, drill some more holes to bolt this into the extrusion right there, and that'll go right there. And our wire is just long enough. Literally, that's all the length we had to reach right there. So stoked to finally get this screen mounted. This is one of the official things that tells me the interior is pretty much done. I remember 2 months ago almost in Oklahoma saying, once we get this screen mounted finally, that'll be one of the last steps, and it is. We'll get the final sticker off, and there it is, you guys. The final mount. So let's get this all set in there. Ooh, yeah, that's looking good. link these below. I got these trays on Amazon and I made drawers out of them, and I just love these drawer systems. I also got some orange acrylic plexiglass to use as dividers, and then there's just these little pull tabs on the side of this, and then I pull the top here. Just got utensils, toothbrush, coffee, all the stuff here. But then and they push in on these soft close slides. Really, they hold in. On the trail on the way in, these didn't come open, and I was really stoked with that. And they look super clean in my opinion. I love how the kitchen turned out. I wish I would have filmed more of the actual process, cutting the 80/20 and using different connectors, because I used a lot of different connectors to get this to come together, and that was really key. So I'll link those below so you guys can check them out and piece together your own setup. This really is just a trial and error thing, and 80/20 is awesome. I'm going to have another video on my custom epoxied countertops, because there a lot went into those, and I want to show you all that. And we'll see you next time for more videos living full-time on the road in my Jeep Gladiator. Thanks so much for watching. Comment below. And the only question is, are you down to mob?